Hey ho guys and gals, and hello my friends, this is your host Joe, live with Yosef with my co-host Dude. One of my fam posted this, and I went to the South in 2014 and to the Midwest in 2015, and I have some on-film commentary about my opinions about the Confederates, and you're going to see some really raw clips now. And then I'm assuming that these are Confederate dead buried in here. Of course, I have plenty to say about it. You've heard it 1,000 times. They're all treasonous and they deserve to die. I think we let them back in the country too quick. I think we should have made them suffer. And we shouldn't have let anyone who fought against us or was in the Confederate government hold any office, including dog catcher, in the new states when the states came back. All right, and we also have a statue here. I bet it's some Confederate nonsense of our mothers and our daughters. How about General Sherman? Where's the statue to General Sherman? I want to see that. After breakfast at Walmart, Walmart was a disaster. But we are in Columbia, South Carolina, the capital, and unveiled in 1879 is the statue to the Confederates. Now, this is the state of secession. This is the state where they voted unanimously to attack the United States. And it's no wonder that the freed blacks had to wait 100 years for civil rights because of this nonsensical attitude that these people have. This is nonsense. I wish General Sherman would have come through here and burned it all down. I don't know why Sherman didn't burn the place down. At the start of the War of Insurrection, the treasonous fired upon here first. This is in the museum, this replica of the painting, and I want you to see this part in particular, annihilation to traitors. That's exactly what them people were, and I'm standing in the heart of the South saying that, so I might get stabbed on the way out, you never know. Of course, I had a gal on the boat tell me it was the war of northern aggression. I'm not going to argue with her, but it's the war of southern treasonous, because that's what they all were, treasonous. I don't like the results of the election of Abraham Lincoln winning the presidency, so I'm going to just quit the country so I could still own human beings. This monument was put here in 1903 by the Heckathorn Post, whatever that is. I hadn't heard of it. Number 47, Department of Nebraska, Grand Army of the Republic. GAR, if you see that. That was what the Union was also called. US 6 is in some places called the Grand Army of the Republic Highway, especially in California where it starts around Bishop. And this is in memory of all soldiers and sailors of Johnson County, Nebraska. And since we're right after Memorial Day, it's a good time to honor our Civil War dead. We didn't kill enough of them southern treasonous, that's for damn sure. But there's something I want to show you that I'm really happy to see. After being in Texas and Oklahoma and seeing all that Confederate bullshit, and our trip in the South last year, excuse me, where that's all we saw was that Confederate bullshit, here is what we should see in every state in the Union, in memory of the defenders of the Union, 1861 to 1865, and this is what all states should have. Nothing to those traitorous, treasonous Southerners. But this is actually Veterans Memorial Park. You can see the names of the brave that didn't come home from Mineral County. My dad's brother didn't come home from Europe. Manuel flew P-51s. Manuel was a badass. Sadly, he was shot up pretty badly and kind of had a real hard landing, and he didn't survive. Later in time, decades later, my dad, as the youngest of 12, ended up with his box of personal effects. He got married in Britain to an English gal, and so my dad there was 16 millimeter gun footage, and my dad had it on, put the DVD, and we watched it. I watched my dad's brother, my uncle Manuel, who I never met, kill Nazis. Certainly doesn't bother me. Strength trains and awesome stuff like that. So, well, that's going to wrap up my opinion on the Confederates. This is, as always, your host Joe with my co-host Dude, Life with Yosef. Thank you for watching and subscribing. You know the rest of the spiel, and we'll see you for the next one.